I honestly absolutely loved this film. I genuinely believe this was a genius idea, and this is a scary film that is actually scary. I watch a lot of horror movies, and I get bored, but this is when I was scared and wanted to continue watching it. I didn't enjoy the ending too much, but throughout the film, I was scared of what to expect next from Mr. Nobody. This film will surprise you. I don't watch trailers in films, because they ruin the whole plot, and there aren't many surprises, so honestly didn't expect anything like this. I enjoy watching films that I'll remember, and this is certainly one that I will always remember and watch again because I know it'll give me the same reaction that it did when I first watched it. Some people are just too stupid and too much into the critic wannabe role. You are an idiot for posting such negative reviews. For months I wanted to watch this movie, but because I am a true fan of these reviews and trust them, I usually don't watch them if they receive at least a 5.5 rating or better. I never watched it based on the low 4.0 score. However, out of boredom I ended up watching it on Netflix and truly enjoyed it. From the moment the stranger walked in the door, the movie keeps you on the edge of your seat. It was interesting all the way through. The message throughout the movie was one that was relatable, and it really made me think about treating others right and not judging others. Although the ending was not to my liking, I must say that this was a good movie. I would definitely watch it again. Just give it a chance. Who did the police call when attacked by the supernatural? The premise for this film is great, and Val Kilmer has finally found a decent role as Nobody. Poetic, well-timed, and as the film unfolds, deadly. You look at what is gonna happen after about 20 minutes, but it won't stop you from wanting to watch, and it's worth it, especially as Val brings back some Jim Morrison traits with the dark speeches he gives. The supporting actors are not so hot, but it doesn't matter too much, although Detective Black holds quite strong next to Val. Quite fresh for a supernatural horror, great twist of the picking them off one by one plot. You'll be glad you watched it, and the don't read real spoiler end is not as one-sided as the rest of the film. Giving it a 9 because of Val's return to form, aided by a good story and script. I just signed up to Netflix, and while scrolling through the horror section I came upon this movie. I always find characters who refuse to reveal who they are or what their motivations are always fascinating. I think the film is succinct, and there is no unnecessary filler to pad it out. In essence, it is basically a haunted house horror film, but the haunted house in question is a police station. There is plenty of gore in this film, but I think it's justified in the sense that what the perpetrators of the offense did deserved to have grisly terminations for their guilty deeds. The film is succinct and has no unnecessary filler. I can wholeheartedly recommend this film to any horror fan without question. Just like Narrated, do people give this film 1 or 2 stars just to look clever or smart? Because it doesn't impress me very much. The new blood sport, ripping a movie to shreds for no discernible reason. Very sad, people. This is not a great part for Val, but I can see the intrigue in doing the role, and his performance seemed focused but substandard. The story is much like a modern-day High Plains Drifter with new twists and originality. Still a cheesy B-horror, but I enjoyed the director's attempt at making a good film, and appreciated that the film wasn't full of the constantly repeated stupid acts by the characters that make most horror movies painful to watch. Although part of the story plot was a little over the top, I still liked the concept. The location for the movie could have been a lot better. I think it added to the cheesiness of the film. But maybe that was the director's direction. I liked the movie.